Hey, good morning. This is Ian, and we're going to be looking over a lesson plan assignment here from the course. This is the third assignment in the course, and I wanted to make an example just to show you how you can use this sort of content and stuff. So, when you're teaching this page, the first thing you could do is now this page is going to the content here is going to fit like, I'd say upper level elementary students. Like, they're going to have like a pretty good grasp of English. Their level's going to be pretty good, and you know, typically it's going to depend on the students, but probably going to be like fourth, fifth, sixth graders, depending around that age range. So if they're learning this sort of stuff. Now, first thing you can do, it says listen and repeat. So if there's a CD with this material, then you would play it. And basically in that CD, this is like they're forming sentences, they're forming questions and answers, basically. That's what they're doing. So, and it's like a substitution, commonly called like substitution tables. So basically you'd play it and everybody look at number one, and they're going to make a sentence using these things. The picture teaches them the meaning, right? Like, that's a panda, he's taking a nap, he's talking on the phone. So you don't have to do that first because the picture does that, right? Now, if you didn't have any pictures here, then it'd be great if you drew pictures like this that would help teach them the meaning, but you don't have to. So this is how a good book helps. So anyways, we look at number one. You make a sentence. So look up here for the format. What were you doing when the moose ran by? I was talking on the phone. Okay. So you say the first sentence. What were you doing when the moose ran by? And then everybody else would say. You have the class say. They say it, and then you do the sentence. I was talking on the phone, and then everybody else says it. And you go through the whole through. So 1 through how many? 8. So you got to do that 8 times through all of these, right? Now, after you finish these, and number two is like they're a little bit different, right? So like look at number two. So it'd be what were you, what? So it wasn't you, right? So it's just you, but here's the he. So we got to kind of change the grammar and the vocabulary words a bit. So it'd be what was he doing when the panda walked by? He was taking a nap. So again, they repeat after you. You do that through all of these, and then after you've done that, now you need like to get some more, give them more practice with it and doing it on their own. So you would pick a game that's going to go with this. So here I am. I'm on the main ESLinsider site. How-to videos. You go up here, and then on the how-to video pages. Let's see. I'll go back and just show you real quick. You're going to pick, so were we studying vocabulary? Not really. Were we doing warm-up, lesson planning, or let's say this, we're doing this, right? Games for sentences and Q&A. That's what we're doing. That's what we want. So basically come to this page, and you're gonna pick one of these activities here, and most of them will work with this sort of content that we're teaching in the lesson plan. I'm going to show you this one because it's a pretty simple game. It's very efficient. It's not like no time is wasted setting it up. You don't need to prepare anything. What you need is a marker to do it. And it's called paper, scissors, stone. Some people know it as rock, paper, scissors, but I learned it as paper, scissors, stone, and I think it sounds better than rock, paper, scissors. So basically what you do, first thing you're going to do is you're going to call on 2 students. Okay, if you're teaching a small class, you're going to call on 2 students. You divide your class into teams, okay, and then you have them look at number 1. They're going to make a sentence using this format. So they're going to put it together themselves. Like, you don't say it first this time. And Q&A, they do it. And then after they do it, you pick one of those students, whoever said it the fastest correctly, then have them pick a number. So that's this game. So be 1, 5, or 10. And if they pick 5, you do paper, scissors, stone, and if they win paper, scissors, stone, they get +5 for the team. But if they lose, they get -5 for the team. Okay, so that's one example of an activity that would work with this content. And the point of that is to give them more practice to speak the content. In a game, like it's like fun, makes it fun. So it's not just boring repetition. They can only say stuff over and over so many times before they get bored. So, and it gives them individual practice. In a large class, instead of going like one-on-one with one person from each team, you can go group on group. So if you have a group of 5, maybe you have 6 groups of 5 students in a classroom, you can pair the groups or match the groups up. So go one group against the other group, and then everybody say, hey, look at number 1, and then have that group, those 2 groups say it, and then whichever group says it the best, give someone in their team the choice to choose number 1 and pick someone to do paper, scissors, stone. So anyways, that's an example of how you can use this content. You can go back over, pick on a few individuals afterwards, say number 4, have a few individuals say it individually. You can use miming in this. There's other activities you can use to do that. Again, so I go to this page here. Anyways, that should get you started on how you can use this to create a lesson plan, on how you can create a lesson plan from this content. All right, thank you.
ESLinsider.